Mindfulness for people who hate their boss. Welcome to this sacred pause between meetings that could have been Slack messages. This is your 10 minutes of pretending you don't fantasize about drop-kicking Greg from accounting's mullet into a shredder. Get comfortable in your uncomfortable office chair and let's begin. Breathe in recirculated air. Breathe out decades of writing your boss's phone number on the back of toilet doors. Today, you will practice deep listening. Really pay attention to that voice that says, "Just a small fire." Remember that your work doesn't own you. They're renting you by the hour and will return you damaged. When your manager says, "Let's circle back," you imagine a cat butt. It's a circle on a back, and it reminds you of their mouth. There is no scarcity. There is always more bacteria on your office desk than on the surface of a toilet. What a coincidence. This job feels like a toilet. Excel spreadsheets now qualify in the DSM-5 as dissociative fugue. Don't fight your way back to the fluorescent light. Go with the flow. Stay numb. And if you're lucky, you won't make it to retirement. The gold watch is your toe tag. Your boss asks for a quick favor at 4:57 p.m. You start speaking Spanish. Your boss doesn't know how to say un favor, por favor, because they're racist. Seis. They finally leave to go find someone else a little more colonized. Muy bien. You open the break room fridge. You climb inside the fridge. You stay in there until 5 p.m. What a cool job. Your boss says, "We're a family here," but judging by how handsy he is, he must have one of those first cousin weddings kinds of families. Your performance review cites your clenched jaw, clenched fists, and clenched sphincter. You are a magnificent ball of knotted muscle. This is how your ancestors survived the tough terrain of the office. Survival of the clenchiest. The printer is broken. You look at it. It looks at you. You are the same. Your boss wears Crocs to work, even though you have to wear closed-toe shoes. Your toes conspire in the dark of your squeaky black leather torture devices. It's up to you to decide where in your boss's office you'll stash the socks. The revenge. You're doing great. You're doing good. You're doing okay. Your numbers are slipping. Your numbers have slipped. Your numbers are below the sea. You work in a satellite office under the Earth's crust. You're doing great. Your boss steeples his fingers and talks about synergy. You start hiccuping loudly. On the weekend, you went to a hypnotist to train yourself to hiccup every time you hear the word synergy. Your boss's finger steeple topples. $240 well spent. You have been invited to a brainstorming session, the kind of storm that floods gutters and unleashes sewer goo into drinking water reservoirs. Go you. When your manager says, "Let's put a pin in this," you secretly feed another needle to their voodoo doll. They couldn't get away with that many piercings on the job. You improvise, you adapt, you overcome. You cry in the stationery cupboard. There are so many of you in there, crying, improvising, adapting, overcome. You are not the problem. The problem is paid more than you and takes 2-hour lunch breaks. Your manager stole your sushi from the fridge. They have to call in sick because they contracted a parasite from the raw fish. There are worms in their brain. The worms have scored a promotion. Your workplace is a much nicer place now the worms are in charge. It's Friday afternoon and you're asked to help out with some things that are not in your job description. You grease your boss's chair. It spins so fast it turns into a trebuchet. You write in his get well card, "Don't." Your boss goes on a luxury holiday. Everyone moves the office to the floor above without telling them. Your boss returns with a tan to sit in a building with no electricity. They're so into hierarchy, they should have just let safari animals enact the natural order of the food chain. Everyone in your office has to participate in trust falls. You instead opt for trust pushes in the emergency stairs. Teamwork makes the scream work. You are not your job title. You are not your deliverables. You are the rage that bubbles below the mouth of a dormant volcano. That volcano is your mouth. And as soon as you've finished stuffing your face with a second serving of Lisa from HR's birthday sponge cake, may your volcano spew forth your truth in a diatribe that would melt LinkedIn to the ground. Bonus points. Lisa gets cake spittle all over her beige blouse. Repeat this mantra after me. Only monsters work in HR. Only monsters work in HR. Your higher up is always taking credit for your ideas. So when a pile of photocopies of someone's butt are found in the copier, they are marked with your higher up's signature, so he can take credit for that too. You practice SMART goals. S. Spitting in coffees. M. Making coffees so you can spit in them. A. Asking anyone if they'd like a coffee so you can make them one and spit in it. R. Resting. T. Taking a coffee break to spit in everyone else's coffees. Your boss calls themselves a thought leader. Let them think. Let them lead into the woods without reception and a mild ankle injury in bear country. The office plant died, which is weird because it's made of plastic. Have a wonderful day at work, and remember, no matter how small you feel, you are the most important person at your company. All it takes is opening one malware email to topple an empire. The fall of Rome was forged by corruption, division, and invasion. All you need to do is click a link for dick pills.
I'm not doing that on YouTube. It's going to have to be some
corn.